Hey guys, here we've got your ISN for the year. So in your school supplies, you should have gotten a 3 or 5 subject spiral. This is a 1 subject, so don't worry about that. It's just our example. On the cover, I want you guys to put your name, your first and last name, and then the subject science. I have the teacher here, but that might change once you come back into class. We don't really know how that's going to go yet, so just hold off on that. Inside is where you're going to have your title page. So I want you guys to write down your full first and last name. Then I've got, this is your 8th grade Science ISN, and the year, which is 2020-2021. So hopefully if we find them laying around the hallway or left in class, we know who to return it to. Okay, the next thing we're going to be setting up is our table of contents. So you're going to reserve 4 pages, front and back, for a table of contents. So title it, and then I just put page number in the margin, and then entry to the right. And as you can see right now, we actually have our first 4 entries. So to the left, I put pages 1A through 1O. I'll explain that in a second. These are going to be your first semester warm-ups. So if you bought a 3 or 5 subject spiral, that honestly should last you for the year, unless you bought 2 3s and like to separate it for a semester.
Ms. Arenado, could you please come to the front office?
Okay, then we've got our next entries. So I've got page 2, 3, and then 4. So if you want to go ahead, pause the video here so you can get the first 4 entries in. Okay, now we're going to be talking about your warm-up. So every day when you log in or in class, your first screen that you should see is going to be your warm-ups. Oh, so these are your first 4 pages of your table of contents. So here is your warm-up. So here's how we kind of do them. Again, you'll come into class or log in, and you'll have a couple questions, maybe a couple questions with a picture every day. The expectation is that you come in and you do them as soon as you come to class. We're going to number our pages, and you always need to write down your date and the answer. Because right now, at the end of every week, we'll have you take a picture of your warm-ups for the week and submit that to us. So I'm going to show you guys how to number and title your pages for the next 15 pages. So here I've got page 1A, and I've got page 1B, 1C, and it's going to continue 1D, 1E, all the way until you get to the letter O. So you can go ahead and pause here if you need to take some time to do that. And then return to page 1A. Now you're going to be titling them by week. So we've got warm-ups, week 1. So again, like I said, you're going to have all your warm-ups for the week here with the date and the answer. And then at the end of the week, we'll have you guys snap a picture of what you've done. So I've got warm-ups week 1, warm-ups week 2, and warm-ups week 3. And it's going to continue just the same until you get to number 15. Now, I know it sounds like a lot, but again, it's going to cover the whole semester. So pause here if you want to go ahead and title the rest of your pages. Okay, so here I've gotten to 1O, which should say Warm-Ups Week 15. If you turn the page again, this is now where it's going to be page 2. Page 2 is going to be your safety contract, which everybody has to sign every year. And when you return, you'll get your rules. This is page 3, and the title is Safety Wrap Rules. That will come in just a second. Page 4 is going to be used for Friday. You can go ahead and title it though. On the left, on page 4A, we've got observation versus inference notes. And then on 4B, we've got observation versus inference demo. And again, don't worry about these for today. We're just setting up the ISN. After you've done that, you should be good to go. And we can start moving on to our next activity, and you guys have that for the semester.